next style of frame I'm going to show you being made is a rimless frame. Rimless frames are basically made up of three parts. You have your two sides and your bridge. And your lenses are then screwed in and attached onto the frame, as opposed to the lens sitting inside the frame. Now, I personally have a rimless. I myself can't wear contact lenses, and that's what we use rimless frames for. If you cannot put contact lenses in, suffer from dry eyes, anything like that, by taking a rimless frame, it's the closest thing you can have to not wearing any glasses. So we sell them a lot for people for social use, if you're going to a wedding, functions like that. When you're getting photographs taken, you don't actually see you've got glasses on. There's no frame there, and it cuts down the magnification of your lenses. So I'll now show you how we cut them. On our previous videos, we've showed you the tracing process, how we put the information into the computer, send it to the blocker blocks the lenses. Rimless frame, exactly the same process, we do it the exact same way. But what we have is, on the ME, on our edger, this machine is pretty unique, and there's not many of them in Scotland. The unique element is the drilling process. When most people make a rimless, they'll cut your lens, polish them, but they have to remove it and manually drill the lenses. I feel this it's not the best and most accurate way you can do it. With the ME, I can be accurate to within 1/10 of a millimetre. I can choose what size I want to make the holes. I can add the dual encrusting. For this video, I'm just going to show you how we make a basic rimless and how we'll piece it together. As you can see on the screen here, what's different from the other frames is we have these yellow dots that are now added. They're basically the holes where it's going to drill into the lens. And if I go into the whole element here, I can show you, this is telling me this hole is 6mm above the halfway line, and it's 5.9mm in from the edge. That's what I'm saying, within 1/10 of a millimetre I can change that to anything at all. I can change my hole size, so they're currently set at 1.35. On this order I'm going to change them to 1.45. I can change every hole. So the fact that's allowing me to cut at 1.45, if you're drilling that manually, you would either drill at 1.4 or 1.5. I can now take that to within 1/2 a millimetre. And that's the beauty of this frame, the beauty of this machine. It's just more accurate and allows me to do so much more. And what you can see here, the lens is actually going into the drill. Now what the lens does is it comes in sections. It goes in and comes out. This prevents the drill from breaking. The drill then will map out where the holes to be exactly, and it will drill it to the exact dimensions that I've asked for. The lens is now cut and drilled. If I remove a lens, what I'm going to do is remove the white button. You can see how it's drilled into the lens. And if I pop that on the screen, with this style of frame, we now have our 4 holes drilled. To attach this to the frame, we have these plastic grommets that is inserted into the holes. So that grommet then goes through into the lens. Insert the nasal one. Same. So I now have both grommets coming through. So that grommet then goes through into the lens. Insert the nasal one. Same. So I now have both grommets coming through. What I want to do now is snip them. So I snip them close into the lens. Same again. Now as I've snipped it, I've closed it over. So I gently open up the holes slightly back up again. And now I piece the frame together. So what I do is insert my pins just into the grommets slightly with my thumb. Put that together. Do the same, other side. Piece them together. Just give that lens a clean. And what we'll then do is check it on the photometer. Now that we've completed our job, the last thing we want to do is check the prescription's okay. What we have here is a digital photometer. The photometer is what reads the prescription in the lenses. Basically it sends a beam of light through the lens and that will give us what the prescription is. So we'll insert a prescription lens, and as that goes into the cross in the middle, it's giving us a prescription there.